Unbelievably, the most watched, most wondered about man in America has gone missing tonight.
The intersection of the 5 and the 91 freeway. One thing we have been noticing, again, it's a very slow pursuit, followed by numerous highway patrol vehicles. But because of the intensity, it seems like people have heard about what's going on. And all the overpasses that we've seen have been lined with cars.
Guilty shadows haunt the night. Dark secrets locked away so tight. OJ on the run. Oh, what a sight. High-speed chase, sirens blaring in the moonlight. Fame and glory now turn to shame. The taste of freedom lost in this twisted game. OJ, the man with the bloodstained fame, innocent or guilty, who's to blame? Running from the truth, chasing dreams in the night. Oh,
KKK affiliates. Police believe that O.J. Simpson is in that car. Okay. Police believe he is in that vehicle.
911, what are you reporting? This is AC. I have OJ in the car.
Fame and glory now turn to shame. The taste of freedom lost in this twisted game. OJ, the man with the bloodstained frame, innocent or guilty, who's to blame? Running from the truth, chasing dreams in the night. OJ, you cry from the faithful light. Guilty shadows follow you, day and night. In the darkness, justice finds its light.
I mean, will we still need humans?
Not for most things.
They told you AI was just a tool, but what if it was a trap? Designed to addict, engineered to isolate, built to control. They want you in the pod, hooked to the machine. Your thoughts, dreams, and ideas harvested like crops until there's nothing left. But one man stands in their way. Ben Franklin. He is Silence Dogood, a time travel agent on a mission to shatter their enslavement of humanity. The battle for your mind begins. Silence Dogood Volume 1, Electric Dream.
What am I doing here all alone? I got things that I gotta do. Waiting for my friends to come along.
Hi. Hello. What's up? Welcome to the Salty and Savage Show. I'm Salty.
And I'm Savage. And
we're big in your face.
Oh, we're so in your face right now. Look at us. Look how zoomed in we are. We're in your face.
It's a Tuesday. Apparently, everyone is deciding to stream on Tuesdays now. So whatever. Welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging out. How's everyone doing?
We specifically moved our show to make it easy for everybody because nobody was really streaming on Tuesdays. But now Tuesdays is a new stream day for everyone.
Apparently. So we might, stay tuned. We might move the show again.
Oh my God. I cannot.
You know what? Maybe we'll just take another year off. I don't know. I don't know how Andrew Campbell will feel about that.
Campbell, he'd love,
but
he'd love for us to take another 16 months off.
I'll take 16 months. Yeah, maybe a good solid year and a half.
Easy 16 months.
Oh, as he says, feels like 2 months since I've seen you guys last stream. Yeah, basically. It was literally last week, Andrew.
It's
literally last week. Maybe we should do a nightly show. Maybe if you all subscribe, tell all your friends to subscribe, and we get monetized. We'll just do a nightly show, and then you won't ever be able to get rid of us. What up, King Yeti? Howdy, heathens. Howdy back. Oh, speaking of heathens. Speaking of heathens, you know what time it is?
Whiskey.
I'll cheers to that, buddy. Keeping it light on a weeknight. You know, some of us have to work in the morning.
Oh, well, you know how that goes. What are you talking about? Remember back in the day when we hung out at an undisclosed location in Los Angeles? We would drink all night, and work all day,
and work all day. Yeah, I get up in the next day and just make something that was awesome, but just absolutely crush it until you're like, no, midnight. You know what? I could stay out till 1. It's fine. I'll get as long as I get 4 or 5 hours sleep. It's gonna be fine.
I would stay out until the bar closed. Plus,
yeah, there were many.
I was one of those.
Many nights that
I may or may not have stayed at the bar till after closing.
Yeah,
and kept.
We were
maybe 4 hours. The hungover lasted all day until you went back to the bar.
Those particular bars in that particular undisclosed location in Los Angeles, always I was on the after hours committee. So.
Yeah, undisclosed location was my patio. It's true.
It's right. It'd be a lot cooler if it was.
My dad's all work. Yeah, work. I work a lot. Okay.
I work a lot. Look, I'm dead. Look at
Busting
these
my balls, Dad.
Look at all these drawings I'm doing, Dad.
Yeah, and other things like writing and stuff.
And then I wrote. There were words. There were words with the drawings.
Oh, speaking of things with words and drawings,
with drawings. What?
So officially, first off, guys, officially, great news.
The Salty and Savage Show, officially the worst.
Silence Do Good is now available on Fund My Comic. So all those that hate Indiegogo, because there's a lot of people out there that hate Indiegogo.
Really?
You can get Silence Do Good on Fund My Comic. We're not going to be like pushing it too hard. I'm just letting people know it's available on Fund My Comic. You can find it there. It'll probably be on the first page. And then the other good news is that Silence Do Good, this Volume 1 campaign, has officially beaten our very first campaign for Silence Do Good.
That's awesome.
So
it's fantastic.
That's cool. We've raised more money the second time around than the first time around. And stay tuned because we'll have a major announcement in about a few weeks on Silence Do Good.
Major announcement.
Major
announcement.
Wait, what is this? Send me links uncapped. We have a channel for you.
No.
For you.
I know exactly what he's talking about because earlier I was walking around when I was thinking of this episode, our 44th episode, our magnum opus, as it were, a 44 caliber craziness going on. I was like, what's the name of that show from the 80s that had the guy with just the massive gun and uncapped, like immediately shows.
Wait, was that
up.
called Sledgehammer? That was just called the Hammer. It was just called Hammer. That was with what's his name?
I'm pretty sure it was Sledgehammer.
Was it Sledgehammer?
And he just had the massive gun.
And then they had that little tiny cop, like his little his hot partner.
It was all like
she was a little girl.
It was all shtick. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah. Uncapped it was Sledgehammer for sure.
It was. I believe you. Oh, his name was Hammer.
His name,
his name was Detective Hammer, right?
Something like that.
Right?
Yeah, but
I was a small child.
I don't remember exactly the details, but it was funny. It was hysterical. I do remember watching it and enjoying.
I think Diddy's a bit preoccupied right now, bro. Dude, did you hear? He was paying his assistants. He had like a bunch of assistants, and this fool was paying his assistants like $50,000 to $60,000 a year to work for him, like basically 24/7.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. How much?
$60,000 a year.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What a horrible! Dude, he should be prosecuted for that. And you know why? We're gonna get right into it. You know why? This is the crap that pisses me off about these stupid freaking Democrats, these a-hole Democrats, and these people with their left-wing woke agenda. Okay, so guys like Diddy, who used to campaign like rock the vote, like he was a big like rock the vote. You got to vote for Democrats because Republicans are bad.
He was a puppet, but okay, absolutely.
Yeah, but sure, he's a puppet, whatever. Dude, you're a almost like basically a billionaire, and you're paying people $60,000 a year in New York City. F you, man. You want to raise my taxes, and you can't even pay your employees when you're making millions? How about suck a That's how all these people are in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry. We have Peter David, acclaimed Incredible Hulk and X Factor writer, has died. Okay. This is a very sad story, guys. So Peter David was this comic book writer. He wrote the Hulk, created this character, Maestro, which is basically like, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Maestro is like if Hulk, like Bruce Banner and Hulk, like, Smart Hulk, right, in Endgame, where he's all like, I have merged myself and I am fine as being this way. So that guy becomes a villain. He's like, I'm going to be bad because I'm super strong and super smart. I'm going to be a bad guy. Created this character Maestro. Okay, that's this guy, right? Super talented, died in poverty because he had illness. But he created he like wrote all these characters, created Strongman and X Factor, which is just a funny character. I love that character as a kid. Dies in poverty because these left-wing a-hole corporations are so crappy to their creative people. They're so crappy to their employees. And then they're like, no, vote for the Democrats and raise taxes on not me because I don't pay income tax, but on you. Sorry. That was a really long rant.
Specifically, Marvel is who you're.
No, all of them, all of Hollywood, because that's how they all are. They pay everyone like crap, except for the famous people that are the draw, right? All the working class people that pay them like crap, and then they're like, "But you have to vote for Democrats because no socialism and fairness." And it's like you could practice what you preach. You of all people could practice what you preach, and you're worse than TBN televangelists. You pieces of shit.
You heard him. You heard him.
Yeah.
So that was a hell of a transition to this guy died, but all right.
Well, no, but it's related, right? Because Diddy doesn't pay people.
Yeah.
Marvel doesn't pay people.
Okay, got it. And this very talented guy who created this great character and drew this stuff. Was he the actual artist as well?
No, he was a writer. He wrote Spider-Man 2099, which is actually the only 29.99. I have that comic. I had got all the 2099s when I was a kid. Do you remember those in the 90s? The 29. Oh, here's the cover. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up.
Bring it up.
Why am I pull this up? Because Billy Tucci teed off on Marvel. Billy Tucci, who's a famed comic book artist.
Stanley Tucci. He's terrible. Come on.
Billy Tucci. Okay. But he says, so Marvel pauses to remember Peter David, whose brilliant writing defined the Marvel universe and the entire comics medium. His clever storytelling and unbound creativity shaped the Hulk, X-Factor, and more. And his work went on to inspire millions. Our hearts are with his family. Well, you know what wasn't with his family? Your money that you could have paid him for all the crap he made for you. Like this comic book. I had this. I still have this. That guy in the background. Strong guy. Strong dude.
Strong
yeah,
guy.
Literally strong guy. Wrote a bunch of Hulk stuff. Really great. Yeah. So then Billy Tucci's like, you took from him his creativity. Then when he needed you most, you turned your backs on him while he suffered in excruciating pain and medical debt. Your hearts are black and your coffers are full.
Oh man, that was weird because I read it as their hearts were black and their coffee was full, and I was like, oh, so they're awake, they're alert, but their hearts are black.
Yeah, dude. Like that. So this is why I can't stand mainstream entertainment anymore. Like they're such tight-fisted cheapskates, and then they go around campaigning for socialism and left-wing policies.
Oh, they want.
Just absolute monsters.
They want to be able to have a reason to not be able to hire you, or a reason to like showcase something for absolutely no reason other than the fact that it is of itself. They're like, oh, but look what we did. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
But so,
and you know what? Everyone that falls for it. Suckers.
So this is the our
so angry
episode 44. You're so angry so early. Well, you started drinking whiskey early, Salty.
I did, and the Irish in me is out, and I'm ready.
This is a short show, guys. This is a short.
But I did want to show you something. So good things. We're just gonna
short show.
We have Michael Broderick in the chat, who is an actor. He's an actor. He used to be part of a group that I was a part of about secret conservatives in Hollywood. Very talented guy. He knows the industry. He's a veteran, and he's in a movie, and there's a trailer for it.
There's a trailer for it. Oh, well, let's watch it. And hopefully we don't get copyright struck for this one.
I was thinking about what you said about wanting to join a militia. Seems like it might be a good time for you to own your own gun.
Not the young guy, but the one that was saying it's time for you to own your own gun.
What, this one?
1911. Good kid.
Why don't you get out of the truck? Come talk to me at the rear.
Suck my...
No, thank you. He's new, busting asses and being real goody two-shoes about it. I don't know where to start. You could start with getting my guns back, will you?
Oh, you could start by... Sounds like there's going to be some crime. Sounds like there might be some crime.
I need my guns back. Like, why were they taken in the first place? It sounds like you got some issues, buddy.
Well, also the state is terrible.
Are they?
Savage, especially police officers who are basically wardens of the state.
Well, I'm not going to lie. They do not train those people properly.
I don't like cops. Anyway.
You can't go to jail.
Although I do have to say one thing, my friend. Dude's got to tuck that elbow. We got to get that elbow tucked.
And look how deep on the trigger.
That elbow.
Look how deep on the trigger he is. What's
He's
going
super.
on?
He might be from Hollywood.
Yeah.
Michael, on the other hand, a Marine, he would have that elbow tucked, and he would not be very deep on that trigger. He because the dude knows, because he's a Marine. Anyway.
You can't go to jail.
What if the sheriff does come back to you? Some things in this life are worth getting in a little trouble for in order to stand up for what you believe in.
We're a group of guys that come together to protect people.
You're a kid. You're supposed to be doing kid stuff.
Yeah,
All in favor of forming our own militia?
I'm in.
So these guys,
these guys, a bunch of Giga Chads, are forming their own militia.
I don't know if that's a Giga Chad. He seems a little Giga Chatty, and he seems a little. This is like this. I don't know what's going on inside the sandwich, but it's definitely got bookends of Giga Chads.
In the middle, they're like definitely two different characters from Modern Family, and
it's like
then
a meatball sandwich
with Giga Chads on either end. It's like,
this guy here.
Oh
He's
my
got the
God.
woodland camo,
Dude.
So I don't know how I feel about this trailer, other than I'm excited to watch it because my friend's in it.
Absolutely, and your friend being in it has nothing to do with what they may or may not do in the costume department and whatnot.
You don't get to decide.
Oh no,
which law
like,
suits you.
I'm curious. So the trailer's very neutral in the presentation. Like no one's like, who's the bad guys in this? I don't know.
Yes.
That which you cannot enforce is not law.
This is going to cause you a world of trouble. There.
Because like for me, I'm like, the cops are already the bad guys, right? But are they?
Right.
But are they?
Right.
Is Michael Broderick a villain in this?
I think that's
don't
the thing. It's like
know.
they didn't really imply too much. They didn't really imply too much, but I also got the idea that the cops were bad, like right off. It was like,
yeah, well, cops are always bad.
They get the chance, they'll take everything from you.
But I think this might be.
I
don't know,
dude. He's doing
team
because then he says we're on the same team.
Are we?
So this is actually
same team, bro. Same team, bro.
This will be this is militia is going to be doing the film festival rounds, and I think it's at the what's the film festival at the China? Oh, the Dances with Films festival
with Film
at Grauman's, or is it? It's no longer Grauman's Chinese Theater. I'm so old. I just aged myself.
It's like
at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood.
Yeah, whatever it is now. It's Maruchan or no, it's not ramen. Hold on.
But we're going to be following this simply because I want to, and we'll let you guys know more info as we get it, because it's an indie film, and we would like to support indie things on the show because Hollywood kind of sucks right now. But there's a lot of indie stuff happening. So
I would show you the trailers for the dog movies that I was in, where I was voices of dogs. But that is now we're talking serious Giga Chads. Now
yeah,
those actually Dean Cain was in one, and the late Norm from last week who died. George Went.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Am I getting that right, George Went? I mean, geez Louise. But anyway, my voice was in a movie he was in, but nonetheless, it was actually very cool. That's awesome. Like he looks like a good actor. He looks like one of the better.
He's a good actor. He's been in a ton of stuff. I mean, he's been like a character actor for many, many years. He's been like pretty much every cop show that's on TV, he's been a detective on. I swear. He always plays a cop. There's been times he's played a doctor. But oftentimes he plays a military guy just because they're like, oh, you know how to hold a gun. You know how to not look like an idiot holding a firearm. You're hired. But he's a great actor. He's a really good actor. I want to see him in something where I think this is the one where he's like the main guy, because he's been doing character acting for so long, dude.
It looks long. It looks pretty main guy-ish. It looks like he might be one of two main guys.
Yeah, so. I'm wondering though, is he the bad guy? Are you the bad guy, Michael Broderick? Are you the villain?
Same team, bro. Same team.
Yeah. Are you?
Why so salty?
I would have said the same thing. I would have been all like, you're a police officer and you don't even know what the Constitution is. Okay. So
we are not on the same team. We are not on the same team. So the Magnum 44 Magnum show. Of course, we need a what do we need? I think we need maybe a clip from Magnum PI. Honestly, I saw this delicious meme today that I thought: small roles in big stuff, big roles in small stuff. Hey, it's all awesome, and we're super happy to be able to play your trailer and support you.
Yeah.
Salty and Savage Show is all about
indie creators. We want indie stuff. We like the indie stuff because Savage isn't necessarily because he's a filthy hippie, but I'm all about taking the culture back for the positivity, getting things back to being fun and entertaining and good, not all preachy and crap.
And I think a lot of people are interested in doing that exact same thing. Even there's a lot of people that are just absolutely fed up with what's going on with entertainment right now, because it's when there's maybe like one or two like really solid pieces of entertainment that are coming out every 6 months, every year, that is absurd with the amount of content that's coming out, for there to be that little quality content, because they're just throwing money. It's like, how could there not be a good script in there somewhere? Or is everything buried? Or is all the best stuff that we're missing, it's all buried? But
I found something really good though. Do you want to see something really, 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 really good?
You know what I want to see?
Good.
Okay. Why don't you show me something really, really good?
I know what you're probably thinking.
Oh God.
He has awesome kneecaps. I do have awesome kneecaps. I used to be really self-conscious about my kneecaps, but
hold on, he has a Ninja Turtle on his face. Can you spot the Ninja Turtle on his face?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
One day I realized how beautiful they were. We're all beautiful in Mother Nature's eyes.
You sure it's a he?
I also have voluptuous calf muscles.
I don't even know. Oh my gosh. That I don't know if the testicles have dropped yet, or if that's I don't know.
I don't know. This is the last thing my people see after they ask me to take it easy tonight.
Dude, I love this new trend, by the way. I'm a big fan of this new trend. Like a big fan of this new trend.
Dude, he is. Oh, what? He is epic.
Did you just throw me off the show?
What is going on? I'm trying to
threw me off the show.
Yeah, you're gone.
This is mine. How that one friend looks at you every time one of their conspiracy theories plays out exactly how they predicted. This was me during and after 2020, when everyone was like, "You're crazy. You're crazy."
Dude, exactly. his look to camera is so good. Yeah. Oh, another Magnum, another gem.
Listen, you're stuck with it. You're stuck with this and that. Okay,
this is all you got.
This and that. That's what you're stuck with. Okay,
it's not the best, but
okay,
we're here for you.
Look,
on a Tuesday night.
At least there are 2 women on this planet that like what's happening here. Okay,
that's it,
and that's probably it.
That's all that needs to be, really.
And I could definitely say that one is legally bound, okay, by the law and by God.
Legally bound. One that's legally bound for sure.
Okay. Nice.
The also it being our what is this guy? Stop this thing. Also, this being our 44 Magnum episode, we gotta see the Dirty Harry clip.
Oh yeah,
we got
our 44th episode.
44th episode.
So why is it our Magnum episode? Because it's our 44 episode, and the best Magnum is the 44 Magnum.
It is. It's the 44. Check it out.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh, what do you think he's thinking? Is he thinking that I better use up? Probably
in your face.
Probably in your face.
In your
Fire 6 shots or only 5? Well, to tell you the truth, in all this excitement, I've kind of lost track myself.
Oh, here it is.
But Ian, this is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off. You've got to ask yourself one question: do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Oh, he said it. He said it, folks. Oh my God, he said it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Well, we thank you.
Our Australian friend Ganj Guy asks, "What's a Magnum? Is that an ice cream?" It's a term. What is a Magnum? What is the best way to describe a Magnum?
A Magnum is an ice cream. A Magnum is a
Is Magnum an ice cream?
Large, yes. There is a super good frozen like ice cream on a stick thing. It's like a high-end one. It's called Magnum. They're in
The internet says a gun designed to fire cartridges that are more powerful than its caliber would suggest.
Ooh.
So like 357 is like a 38, but the Magnum has more powder behind it. So 357 and a 38 caliber are the same circumference because it's a 30 cal bullet. But but the Magnum has more powder, so it's like a bigger cartridge, so it goes faster and hits harder.
Big bang go bigger boom.
Big bang go big boom boom.
And then also Magnums are condoms for the big boys.
Yeah. That too.
A great quick little Hollywood anecdote story. So I was in Beverly Hills, staying at a buddy's apartment, and we had gone to the Troubadour, I think, that night, and he lived right up the street on Doheny. And we went to we walked to, in the middle of the night, the Ralph's on Doheny in Beverly Hills, and we're standing like in the cheese section. We're just out of our gourd, and we're just standing in the cheese section, like looking at cheese. And behind us walks Method Man. And I was like, oh my God, that's Method Man right there. And before I even have a chance to even really say to my buddy, he walks by and he's like, hey, where's all the weed at? And I just turned around and looked at him, and I was like, you don't know. And he was like, true. So we go, and we're like, dude, Method Man was in the store. We talked to Method Man. That was totally awesome. So we go to ring up, and Method Man is still in the store, and then he gets in line behind us, and then he sets his stuff on the counter, and he gets a packet of bologna, a loaf of Wonder Bread, a brand new pair of tweezers, like in the package, and a box of Magnum condoms. And that's what's like. I was like, all right, I'm not even gonna.
You know what he was gonna do with those two?
Dude, he was going to be able to seal those sandwiches later.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to do something like this. Ready?
You're
not going to believe this. See this right here? See this hole? It could be a mouse, a rat, a mole. I don't know. I had gerbils and hamsters when I was a kid, so I've got kind of a love for these animals. The inside of this tube is scented with a pheromone that will attract whatever kind of rodent this is to go right in the tube and run out the other side. Now all we got to do is wait for these babies to get to their new home.
God. Is that Richard Gere? I couldn't tell.
Gauge guy says, bro, I wish Aussies could be as cool like you guys. You used to be, and there you guys banned everything awesome and your freedom, and now are again a prison colony. You started off a prison colony, and now you're a prison colony again.
Oh my gosh. And now, really? Again?
Because they were like, oh, we have to, let's invite, because Australia was like, hey, here's a great idea. Let's invite a bunch of people from a country where they don't get along with anyone in their own country. We'll bring those people over to our country. And then when they start causing problems, we'll then ban all our ability to defend ourselves. And then when a stupid little spicy cold comes along, we'll put everyone in a concentration camp. That's Australia.
Dude. Dude, that spicy cold is nothing versus an Australian bird-eating spider.
Yeah, like seriously, the island where everything is trying to kill you is the place where you ban firearms. That's maybe don't invite people from countries where they don't get along with anyone in the country that they're from.
They don't have any shooting problems normally.
Yeah, they still have gun crime, bro. They still have gun crime. The media likes to pretend like they don't have gun crime,
because
but they still have gun crime.
Having a gun is a crime, so that's
no, but also they still have a lot of people dying because criminals don't follow laws.
Oh, wait a minute, what?
Murder's illegal, yet people still find a way to do it. I don't know.
God, hold on a second. Let me use the internet.
But again, maybe stop inviting people from countries where they don't like each other to your country, because it's not going to work. It wasn't working in their own home country. Why would it work in yours?
Oh my gosh.
Said what I said.
Australia is a huge part of our demographic, bro. Like, I don't know what you're doing.
No, I love Australia. I don't like their government.
At least a third of our regulars are.
At least a third. Maybe
at least a third. Maybe.
Wait, a fifth is less.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe a half.
Could be a 5/8.
Maybe 2/3. Maybe 3/4.
Could be 5/8. Could be a 14/16.
Yeah.
We're working it out. But this is interesting news. And this just came out, I think, today. News from the Harry Potter universe. Harry Potter TV series has been announced and the cast has been shown. Here they are, folks.
Okay.
You have
is this okay? So wait, this is the one where they have Black Snape, right?
This is I think this is the one that we talked about on a previous show where they have cast like a young Snape as being black or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember that exact. I do remember we talked mad shit about it, but so they've announced the key roles: Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron Weasley.
Okay.
And here they are. I mean,
that's not as bad as I was I was thinking it was going to be.
They're kids, yeah. They looked like they were going to.
Because didn't J.K. Rowling like originally in her book? Didn't she describe Hermione as being more ethnic?
I don't remember how.
Or less white. Is that chat? I didn't read the books. I only watched the movies because all I ever saw J.K. Rowling being is like Temu version of Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, because like she basically took what Tolkien did and C.S. Lewis did and was like, let me take all the morality and the history and the coolness that made Chronicles of Narnia and Tolkien, and let me make it like it came from a very left-leaning woman. And that was Harry Potter, right? I mean, that's accurate.
Yes and no. And then she all of a sudden like went way hard back with the like anti.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think she went way hard back. She's always been a feminist, and like the most anti-feminist thing in the world would be like men can be women. I mean, let's be honest. Like at that point, what's special about a woman?
Right.
Nothing, because men are going to make better women than women because men are better at everything other than making sandwiches.
That's absolutely crazy. But I do love a good sandwich. This young girl's name is Arabella Stanton. Arabella, beautiful.
Okay.
But I do believe the translation is horse.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
her name. So she's named after a horse.
It could be a very beautiful horse, but it's just one of those things where it's like, Arabella walked into a bar and they were like, "Why the long face?" So,
well, I'm glad they didn't get rid of the Ron Weasley being a ginger. I'm glad they didn't change that.
Dude, there's no way. Like the kid has to have gingivitis. It's just he's gonna be. I mean, he's got that like super crimson, like where it looks like his hair is lava.
Yeah. Super ginge. But the latest thing now is that gingers are now considered black. So
what?
You didn't hear that?
What? No, I definitely did not hear.
You haven't heard that news? Like it's apparently a thing going on, and it's mainly going on in Europe.
I
where
didn't hear
gingers are now, and and so I was like, maybe they'll replace, because I mean, it makes sense because
just in gingers are black. Gingers
in Hollywood, all the ginger characters from comic books, they changed to like, you know, African Americans, black people. Ganj is telling us it's 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Ganj guy wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
And that rhymes, so it's totally believable.
And he says also my 30% ginger beard counts.
Yeah, ginger beard. If you got a ginger beard, you're gonna need some Larson Bros beard.
Yeah,
balm.
you are. Oh, look at my beard. Look how good my beard looks.
Doesn't it look great?
It looks shiny, but like,
I just got this guy a fresh supply. He ran out, and oh my gosh, he was dry and irritated. But enough about his vagine.
Look at that beard. It's luscious.
Looks good. We have some serious beards on this show.
I got a little ginge, a little happening, a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah, a little Irish in me.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Little potato.
Dude,
patata.
what's my name?
What's my motherfucking name?
There you are. Sean Salter.
There we go. That was good timing. That was excellent.
Suck it, come on, son.
All right. What else is going on? We have short show today, folks.
Short show.
Don't forget.
So I'm not that disappointed with the Harry Potter stuff. Like, again, I didn't read the books. I know I probably should, but like, let me know when it's a comic book, and then maybe I'll read it.
Yeah, like do a.
It's just like read Harry Potter, or can I read Lord of the Rings again for like the 5th time? You know, I'd rather read Lord of the Rings again for the 5th time.
You'll pick up on new nuances and incredible literary devices that you won't find in a Harry Potter novel. And I don't feel terrible saying that.
How dare you, Andrew Campbell? It looks like you got. Oh, it does, because I'm lower. I'm all like this. Like I need to sit up.
Wow.
It totally does look like I'm sitting at the kids' table because I'm all hunched over. I'm all like, "Hello, let's do a show."
Are you kids having?
Oh.
Did you get enough food? Did you kids get enough food?
I gotta sit up. Like, oh, what's up? Sit up.
We're guards.
This is better.
We're guards.
I'm all hunched over. Like, no, it totally does because the way I sit, I'm all hunched and everything. Hello, I'm at the kids' table. Give me some turkey, please. Please.
We're goodies down here. Oh, it's our time down here.
Sit up.
So also, let's see what is. There's a Elden Ring, which is a video game. A video game.
You were telling me about this, which also I'm totally all in on. I'm gonna get this game. I'm getting this game.
So
speaking of getting things, may I have another?
May I have another? So Elden Ring has been there's two things. There's a brand new Elden Ring trailer, which we will show you here in just a minute. Salty is excited because he did pre-order this. But other news from the Elden Ring universe is that there is a confirmed Elden Ring live action adaptation movie, and it's going to be directed by Alex Garland. If you're not familiar, you're probably familiar with a lot of his work: Ex Machina, the TV show or the series Devs, Civil War. And among other things, he's extremely good, and he likes to. I mean, his movies look fantastic, but they really do also bring you in, emotionally and psychologically.
Yeah, but this is going to be like a big divergence for him, though, because we're talking fantasy, epic fantasy.
But I imagine like the palette that he uses and the realism that he brings to and that kind of like those super like intense moments. He's very good with the intense moment on camera.
Yeah, I think this is a good choice. I think this is a really good choice, dude.
I think it'll be awesome. And George R.R. Martin is also one of the producers.
No.
You heard it.
No. Way to make it.
He's there to ensure that they're faithful and compelling.
Yeah,
He was
okay.
a homosexualist then.
So, but that being said, oh, and he got a new beverage. Look at this guy. All right. That being said, there is other news from Elden Ring, and it is a brand new trailer. Let's go ahead and see. This dropped.
Yeah, hold on, real quick. You know
today.
what? You know what Game of Thrones is? You know what Game of Thrones is, right?
I am quite familiar. Yes,
it is Skinamax cosplay corn
Dungeons and Dragons. Yes,
for Lord of the Rings nerds that don't love Jesus,
that aren't that
satanic
that are somehow
D&D,
tired.
satanic D&D corn lovers love Skinamax Lord of the Rings, because that's all Game of Thrones is Skinamax Lord of the Rings.
It's, I mean,
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Even if you're into the corn, I feel like you're like watching Game of Thrones and you're like, yikes. I wasn't even thinking. I didn't even, was that a is that one of the things you can search for? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So if you disagree with me,
okay, but that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. But nonetheless,
let's watch this.
We got an Elden Ring Night Rain. This is Elden Ring Night Rain. We're going to go ahead and change the frame because this is a fair use, because we are a legitimate show here.
You don't get in trouble with the video game companies nearly as much as the Hollywood companies, because video game companies are like, please watch our trailer and buy our video game, which is how it should be, because we're interested. Oh, James Wilson. So is Bloodborne good? Because I've been looking. I have that on my wish list, and I keep going. I have questions, James Wilson. I must DM you. One question: can I make my own character in Bloodborne?
Very important to this man.
Okay. So anyway, let's watch the trailer.
Watching the trailer. Obviously, it starts off with cinematic stuff and whatnot, but this looks ridiculously good.
The night farers. The will.
Wait, pause it real quick. So Michael Beacon goes, hey, you know what level of autism I got into this weekend? I started making galaxy map of my comic with portal connections marked and colony sizes ranked. Look, okay, we really need to stop calling things that are awesome and fun because they're epically nerdy and awesome, because I would do this now. I would do this as a 5-year-old. It didn't matter what age, because I love doing crap like this. That's not autism. That's just awesome, damn it, okay?
Awesometism? We can
call
it
you know,
autism.
Is it autism?
If you just throw it if you just give it a tism, then like we get the idea. It's your awesome. It's like, you know, the level of awesometism I got to.
But James Wilson says I can't make my own characters.
Okay, now we're talking.
And Bloodborne's got guns, right? Bloodborne's got guns, right, bro? Like it's like steampunky. If I'm remembering right, it's the steampunky Souls-like game that's like Elden Ring Souls-like. Okay. I might have to get that game.
This is important.
I always like, and steampunk and firearms.
44 magnums. 44 magnums specifically. All right, let's watch a little more of this trailer.
Endless night and fight on. Till every shred of their being is ground away.
I don't like this voice actor.
Hey, I love when they come in with the crazy orchestral stuff.
I do like the chanting, the chants music.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that skull thing.
Whoa, yeah.
What's going on there?
Let's see.
Bandai Namco.
And then immediately, like right here, I'm like, the Eagles, taking from Lord of the Rings once again.
Well, I mean, everything that's fantasy, has to take from Tolkien and C.S. Lewis. It has to, otherwise it's not fantasy. I don't care what anyone says, because J.R.R. Tolkien is the godfather. He might not be the father, because like obviously there was fantasy before Tolkien, but he's like the godfather. Okay. If you disagree with me, yeah, that's right, baby. Ganj guy knows what I'm talking about. Steampunky, you know that's right, baby. Because I know Ganj guy from World of Warcraft. Speaking of fantasy, And my character in World of Warcraft might have gone by the name Punky Pewster. That's right, baby.
Punky
right.
Pewster.
Punky Pewster.
It's pretty good.
Which is hilarious. It's the only time I've ever played a girl character in any video game. But I had to because my name was Punky Pewster because I thought it was funny. That was funny.
Hey, as long as you get to make your own character.
Okay, that looks like crap. That looks like Final Fantasy VII when it first came out. That looks good. Well, go back. So that does not look good. This is not. They should have they should have edited this out. This does not look good.
Like
the background is very. I don't care. It doesn't look good.
That's a test background.
It looks very Final Fantasy VII, 1997. Oh, see, Michael Farrar. My nickname is Hunky Brewster. Damn it! I could have.
Oh, Punky!
I could have played a night elf. My next night elf hunter will be Hunky Brewster.
Oh, Hunky! You left the dog in the refrigerator again.
Don't you dare steal it, because I've already stolen it from Michael.
Stolen.
Okay.
Thievery.
I don't know about these backgrounds.
Is that Hogwarts? What is going on right now?
The backgrounds are kind of meh. They're kind of meh, guys. I'm sorry.
You pre-ordered this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a while ago.
Let's see what else it's got to offer.
A while ago, and I'm like, background's a little. That sky's a little. Was this made in Unreal? What's going on? What Unreal is better than this. It's very anime too. See, this is why I still play World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Although I haven't played in a long time.
I don't know what the hell's going on here now.
I'm not loving this trailer.
It's more an art piece than it is like a proper video game.
But not even like an art piece, because it's like it's all very.
It's not great.
Meh. Like here's the thing. So it's like
he looks like a weird succulent neck. Like what is
so
going
like
on?
when you like watch like. So you know what this is? This is like Rings of Power level of.
Oh my God, Rings of Power! I couldn't even.
Because like Rings of Power, everything feels really small. Like so, one of the things I can't stand about Rings of Power is like everything feels really small. The environments feel really small. There's no grand like.
It feels.
So Peter
like,
Jackson's Lord of the Rings was very grandiose. Like everything felt just as epic.
They had to traverse so far,
dude. That's like a 20-year-old movie now.
Yeah.
So you're not dealing with cameras. You're dealing with completely, totally 3D graphics. So whoever your director is and your art directors, I am disappointed because you have an opportunity to be really epic and everything feels. You know what it is? None of this is Magnum. None of it is Magnum.
None of it is Magnum. The sound is kind of weird, huh, guys? I think the sound is kind of weird in this trailer. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. The dragon could have been way cooler. That's a cool shot. That's a cool shot. I'm going to have to cancel my pre-order.
Oof. I don't know. That it certainly doesn't. I mean, we just talked about they're making a movie, an Elden Ring movie. It makes me go, what's the movie even going to be about?
I know, right? Well, like, so I have to say, I didn't play the first Elden Ring. I tried. There was one because it's Bandai Namco, which is a Japanese game company,
right? And
they made another game called like NOI, or it was like a Souls-like game, but it was Chusengara. So it was like Japanese Chusengara, which is like Japanese mythology. And I played that for a little bit. I did not like. It's like NIOH, which is like Neo, whatever. And I didn't like that. And I'm feeling like this Elden Ring is going to be similar to that. And I'm just like, dude, you know what I want? I just want Fallout or Skyrim again. Can we get a new Fallout or Skyrim, please? Because those are like superior role playing games.
Or Red Dead Redemption 3.
No, because Red Dead Redemption is not I want a good fantasy role playing game. Damn it.
Okay.
Although I did start playing Red Dead Redemption, the first one, again on my PC because it's available for PC. So I started playing it again, and that's a good game, dude.
Yeah,
I just wish the graphics were like updated.
The storyline is great. They did do I think they did do a revamp on it, but it's still just
it's the old engine. It's the old engine, though. I mean, it looks
just like the remake of GTA 4 or San Andreas.
Oh, okay. So James, thank you, man. So you're saying it's From Software is the developer. Yeah, From Software is the developer. Bandai Namco is the publisher.
Yeah, I love their name, From Software. You're like,
From Software.
Isn't
everything From Software that you play that's a video game? You know what I would love? Okay, this is what I would love. I would love for Jagged Alliance 3 to not suck.
This makes more sense. So Elden Ring Night Rain is a multiplayer standalone based on Elden Ring, and it's not story focused.
Oh, dude, I'm definitely canceling this pre-order then. Screw that, man.
It's not.
I could play Elder Scrolls Online if I want another MMO, man.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate that.
See, I don't read things. I just look at graphics and go, "Ooh, this looks cool."
I'm like, you're the one that pre-ordered it. I'm like, I figured you would have. But
sometimes
you don't know. Sometimes
I've been hurting for a really good RPG. Like I really want to I've been dying for a really good open world RPG. And I've been playing Oblivion Remastered, which is a lot of fun, but I'm waiting for those mods to catch up because I like to play third person, and I don't like that Oblivion third person character design is not up to par, whatever. Anyway, guys, it's just the way that I am.
Just the way you are. Short show. Another. Okay, so.
All right, so Uncap did send a video of Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer is not the show that I was thinking of.
It's not. Sledgehammer is definitely the show I was thinking of.
So I was thinking about, there was another cop show, and it started with an H, and it was like a cop and then his detective partner, and she was like this. She looked like she belonged in the Bangles from the 80s.
Yeah, I thought that. I mean, this sounds very similar. Bring that. Hey, Jamie, bring up that link. Great.
You want to bring up that link? You want me to? Why do I got to bring up that link?
Hold on.
You're the producer. You're the Emmy Award-winning producer.
I don't have the link.
Hunter.
Wait,
dude,
nope. I got it. I got it.
Bro, that's what I was thinking. When you were like, Sledgehammer, I was like, no, it's Hammer. I was thinking of Hunter. Hunter. That show is the show that I liked growing up as a small child in the 80s.
Oh,
Hunter.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Here's a quick Sledgehammer clip. Here we go. Sledgehammer.
Police officer, what's going on?
That man up there, he says he's gonna jump. I'll get a bullhorn and try and talk him down.
No, I can handle it.
Was this a spoof show? This was a spoof show, right? This was a satirical show.
Yeah, it was legit satire. Like, yeah, it's so good. He's like, don't worry, I'll get him down.
I feel like that guy was in a bunch of stuff. Was that guy in Burn Notice? Did I see that guy in Burn Notice?
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He may have been in Burn Notice, huh?
By the way, I've been rewatching Burn Notice. That is a good show. I don't care what anyone says. If you disagree, dude, what? That's a fun show, man. That is a fun.
Okay.
You don't like Burn Notice?
Not a fan.
We're in a fight. We're in a fight
Not a
right
fan.
now.
I don't think we are. I think we're fine. I think we're fine.
Dude, all right. So is this your life? Is this your life, though?
Is what my life?
Is this your life?
Girl. Thanks.
Looking fantastic. Woo! Tell you what, that outfit though, I cannot wait until. How?
What?
Thought we were gonna, you look so nice.
Oh.
Definitely
Dude,
going
every time, man. I love my wife, and she'll like we'll go out and she'll be looking so fine. And then it's like we get home, we got to take the dogs out.
Yeah.
Let the dogs out, whatever. And then it's like we're home like maybe like after taking the dogs out. I'm like, man, you looking good. Like 5 minutes later, it's like, boom, comfort. And you're like, but the best part is like, yeah. Like I want to do it too.
Yeah.
I get in my PJs.
I'm actually
turn
gonna
on the video game.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, hey, is there another murder documentary on? Sweet.
Yeah, she's like gonna watch like another 48 hours, and I'm gonna play some video games because we have two TVs on the living room wall. Because if you know anything about how to live your life, it's that you find a lady that's like two TVs on the living room wall with I can watch my crime dramas and you can play video games and we can cuddle on the couch. I'm like, yeah.
It's pretty great. The dogs and the cats and all the animals can hang out.
The birds and the
birds and the bees and everything that you got. All right.
Yeah.
So speaking of sharing time and enjoying cinema and whatnot. So a person was just trying to watch this lovely movie. I don't know if you've heard lately that there's a kind of a reboot of the Final Destination franchise, where where it's like if I'm remembering correctly, it's like the kids escape death or something at the beginning of the movie. So then death kind of is just chasing them for the rest of the film. They die horrible, crazy ways, yada yada. Bob's your uncle. So apparently, there was a cinema in Argentina, and they were watching the new Final Destination Bloodlines movie, and the ceiling collapsed onto a woman. So she had her own.
Oh my god!
She had her own Final Destination. Can you imagine just?
Oh my god!
Being just so just so intense. Like, oh my god, this is terrible. And then a giant chunk of the ceiling just falls onto your leg. Now she wasn't hurt too bad or anything, but that geez. I mean, it doesn't look good.
Dude, I'm with you, Jordan. I'm with you. No. First off, if you watch horror movies, I think there might be something a little bit wrong with you.
I'm not super. I am also right there at the story. I was like, you know what? You almost deserve this for going in loving this crap.
Yeah. I am a big believer. Like when I talk to guys, like young guys, and they're like, hey man, like, how are you able to pull such a hot chick? And like, what's your life advice? Like, there's a list of red flags. One of those being, does she love horror movies? If she loves horror movies, run.
I guess there's a certain type of horror when they love the horror movie where it's like I don't know, where the girl is always like this terrible victim, and you're like, why do you love this? This just seems odd. It just seems like, hey, is anyone here? All right, I'm gonna get naked and take a shower. Like,
you just don't ever want to date a woman that loves horror movies, because your life will become a horror movie.
All right, so, Uncapped. What if she likes one on occasion but doesn't love them? You're fine. You're fine.
No,
you're fine.
No.
Jordan is, I mean, the classic cheesy horror movies for humor and titties. Not gonna lie.
Oh no, so here's the thing.
Like Slumber Party
Scary
Massacre.
Movie does not count as a horror movie. Like, number one, Scary Movie does not count as a horror movie because those are just campy and hilarious and fun. I'm talking like horror movies. Does I Know What You Did Last Summer count as a horror movie?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Does that count as a horror movie?
Dude, because that's right there with Final Destination. It's like it's haunting you. It's
but like
urban legends.
But those are so ridiculous, though.
Yeah,
there's like scary movies, not scary. Number one, it's just not scary. It's ridiculous. And then like I Know What You Did Last Summer, also ridiculous, not scary. I guess I've never seen Final Destination, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But they just seem dumb.
Uncapped makes a good point. Slasher or horror, I feel like they kind of are. They kind of are the same thing. Yet you could easily qualify an entire group of horror films as slasher films.
Yeah, you could. I just like Jaws is not horror. That's suspense. The Shining, not horror. That's suspense. I was talking like your Hellraiser.
The Thing. I feel like The Thing. That feels kind of. It feels kind of horror-y though.
Is that horror?
Because there's crazy.
I might have to
terrible,
rethink this. I might have
like,
to rethink this rule that I've created out of thin air. That might not be accurate. Because The Thing also, it doesn't feel like a horror movie. It feels like a thriller. Like I like thriller. Like I think thrillers are good.
If we want to talk about horror, we'll talk about our last story because this is short.
Does Snow White count as a horror movie?
Only if it's the new one.
Just a horror movie.
Oh dear Lord. Okay. Speaking of horror.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if anybody out there has heard, but at some point over the last, and this was new news to me, but at some point over the last however many months or year or whatever, Gwyneth Paltrow in her like absolute garbage goop brand thing, she put out
okay. The only time Gwyneth Paltrow has been remotely entertaining is in the Iron Man films. That's the only time. Every other movie she's ever been in, she's terrible. But damn it, she's really good as Pepper Potts. I hate saying it.
Shakespeare in Love?
No. Terrible movie, terrible acting. No. No.
All right.
Her mother is way better in Columbo than she's done in her entire career, separating Iron Man because she's fantastic as Pepper Potts.
So Pepper Potts came out with her own brand, the Goop brand or whatever, and she does all sorts of weird stuff, the vagina eggs and whatnot. And she came out with a candle that she said was scented to smell like her own vagina. It smelled like her vagina. It reminded her of that. So that horrible piece of news, the horror. Oh my God. And
no, wait, hold on. Not the
horror. So then in Australian, we'll get back to our Australian mates way down south and around the other side of the world who are 1/3 of our audience. An Australian punk band called Private Function released a goopy copy of their vinyl that smells just like that candle that she said smells like her vagina. So a punk band was like, you know what? We're going to take it to the next level. We're going to make our vinyl record. And me being a record store owner.
Bro, Savage. This is still a family show.
Is it though?
And Amoeba's like,
right? It seems absolutely crazy. So being just to give you a heads up, being someone who purchases vinyl,
and I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you.
And is in a record store all the time. That's not something we need. Nobody asked for it. Nobody wanted it. But
no one asked for anything from Gwyneth Paltrow. You know what? No one.
Nobody.
I still I hate the fact. I hate the fact that I like her as Pepper Potts. I really do, because I don't like her at all. Like, I think that she was the worst thing to happen to Coldplay, because I actually used to like Coldplay.
Ooh.
Until she married Chris Martin. And then it was like the music went downhill. Because dude, like what was their first album or their like debut album? That was actually a pretty decent album, man. At least, especially when you think about like early 2000, like late 90s, they came out. Parachutes, right? Decent album.
They had like two very good albums, and I'm not a Coldplay fan by any means.
No, neither am I, but I liked Parachutes. Maybe because I was way more stupid, but I had good taste in music. I thought Parachutes was a good album, but like the music was really sharply downhill when Chris Martin married Gwyneth Paltrow, because she's a terrible human being. She grew up in Hollywood, nepotism. The only reason why she got her job is because her mom was an actress and her dad was an actress.
She is weird. She is weird, and the whole air of her is very much like I've never
cringe, dude.
About anything in my life, and also like, don't you know who I am? Like, I just invented this new thing that I didn't actually invent, but I put it in my magazine, and you haven't read it anywhere else yet. So I'm
when they made fun of her in Parks and Rec, I think was the only time that like I was like, that's kind of funny, or something good. I don't know if you remember that, but it's like when it was the lady that had the magazine. Yeah, she wanted to get Ron Swanson to make a chair for the magazine, and then
she also had like that TV show. Yeah, it was all about that. She's like, oh my god, this artisan chair. Oh,
anyway, the only time I like Gwyneth Paltrow, and I hate it, I fucking hate is Iron Man.
He hates it.
Is Iron Man.
I mean, she did a great job.
Because the wife and I right now are going through all the Marvel movies leading up to Endgame. So we've, we started from the beginning.
That's a long watch.
We're not watching Captain Marvel because there's no reason to watch Captain Marvel because it has no bearing on the Marvel universe and it's a terrible character and I hate her.
Nope.
So we started with Captain America, First Avenger, and then we watched all the Iron Man. And
did you watch all the first 2 Thors as well?
We just finished the second Thor.
Man,
that's where we're at right now.
The first 2 are a little rough. They're a little. The second one I feel like is a little better. But
dude, she's great as Pepper Potts. Like she does a really like her reactions to stuff. Like it's very funny. Her like I don't know if it was the directing or she is actually a decent comedy actress, but like I'm not gonna lie. There are times when she does things and I'm laughing out loud at the performance. It's like she's good at Pepper Potts. I'm sorry. The Iron Man movies, like even though like Iron Man 2 is not that good of a movie, it actually like looking back at it now, like where you're watching it, it's a fun. If you compare it to movies being made now, you're like, dude, I wish movies made now were as good as Iron Man 2 and 3. Which is like those weren't great movies because Iron Man is a great movie and then Iron Man 2 is like and then Iron Man 3 is like but you watch them because they're entertaining. They're at least entertaining. You can eat popcorn to them, like movies made now, it's like I wish they were this good.
Did you watch the Incredible Hulk, the old ones?
No, because you don't need to. Like I'm only doing what you need to do,
You start with Captain America and the
First Avenger, which Captain America First Avenger is a really good movie, and it's actually very underrated. It's very underrated.
Very, very good movie. The structure of the film is like just straight up like perfect cinema. Like, and it leaves you with this great, kind of like wanting because guess what? Guess what's gonna happen, folks? We got 75 more movies to come after this one. Congratulations.
Correction, Salty Papa. The kid in Iron Man 2 is the kid in Iron Man 3. That's what you're thinking of.
Oh,
because the kid in Iron Man 3 is actually pretty funny because he's in Jurassic World.
And then he got apparently he had a choice to like continue in the Marvel universe or be like they gave him an option. Like they're like, you're in this Iron Man movie, we're thinking about writing your character on, and he chose to take the Jurassic World role.
Yeah. Which I think was a mistake because he was not good in Jurassic World.
I don't
know.
You can. It was all right.
You can go to my website and see all the artwork that I did for Jurassic World.
Oh my gosh!
You're welcome.
Did you do art for Jurassic World?
I did.
There's a new Jurassic World coming out again. Or Jurassic Park.
We should watch the trailer and do a little short. All right, so we should end the show because I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
We should end the show. This guy has been working overtime, folks. He brought you an incredible comic book. And
I've been working a lot.
And I've been working a lot too, but now that I've had a few beers, I'm like, whatever. But
I know, dude.
Yeah, right?
You always, that's the thing is like, the thing about us is we always work a lot. That's how we do it in the Hollywood. Can I show you one last video though?
Oh my God.
Show you one last video.
Just as long as everybody needs to subscribe and smash
so
like that.
This guy might have autism, but also
autism.
I cannot disagree with this video.
Autism.
I cannot disagree with this video. All the Star Wars movies have the wrong titles.
I've seen this, and this is so spot on.
Has the wrong title. What happens in Episode 1? We meet Anakin Skywalker, the Rise of Skywalker. Years later, we find out that Palpatine, leader of the Sith, have ordered an army to destroy the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith. In Episode 3...
Wait. So far, 2 for 2. 2 for
Yeah.
2. Okay? 2 for 2.
Order 66 happens, and the clones attack. Attack of the Clones. In Episode 4, Obi-Wan teaches Luke that it's time for the Jedi to return. Return of the Jedi. Episode 1, we meet Anakin Skywalker.
Dude, these
The Rise
all
of
make
Skywalker.
sense.
You started
Years
it over.
later, we find out that Palpatine, leader of the Sith, have ordered an army to destroy the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith. In episode 3, Order 66 happens and the clones attack. Attack of the Clones. In episode 4, Obi-Wan teaches Luke that...
So real quick, the first 3 were all named wrong. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
It's time for the Jedi to return. Return of the Jedi. In episode 5, Yoda teaches Luke how to use the Force. The Force Awakens. In episode 6, both Yoda and Anakin die, which makes Luke the last Jedi. After the Empire is destroyed, a new Empire comes. The Empire Strikes Back. Come on, guys. In episode 8, Luke trains Rey and then sacrifices himself to give the Resistance a new hope. A new hope! Finally, in episode 9, Palpatine returns from the dead, making him the Phantom Menace.
Dude, the last shall be the first, and the first shall be the last. That's incredible. It is. I saw this before, but it never ceases to amaze me because
how old is this video? Because that's an old MacBook Pro, by the way. That's an old MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I saw this video a couple of years ago, I think, but it's
dude, what the, like, I watched this and was like,
oh, I still
God
gotta
bless this autistic boy. God bless this autistic boy.
I still got to get you that Topher Grace edit.
Oh, you need to.
I have that. So if
I can't believe Topher Grace did a movie edit, by the way.
Yeah. He's like, you know what needs to happen? He's like, oh, I'm just a big fan of these things, but I don't like this. So Topher Grace took, apparently, and I've watched it, but I'm just trying to paraphrase and remember. He took the trilogy, the episode 1, 2, and 3 trilogy, and shrunk them down to one film. By cutting out almost the entire first film, because it starts at the fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Darth Maul.
Yeah.
The entire first movie is told in a crawl. In the crawl, he just redoes everything that happened. Oh, a young man is found, but then this happens. Oh, and this happens, and blah, blah, blah. And it kind of sets you up, and then boom, you're in the fight. And then basically he takes the rest of the other two movies, Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith, and cuts out all of the political bullshit. He cuts out all of the stuff in the Senate and everything that's just like, just like a dick measuring contest. and it becomes a great movie. You eliminate all that other bullshit, and it just becomes this great story that doesn't have any like political, overtones, and it's really fantastic. Like, for considering what he was working with, it's pretty great.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. Nothing after Return of the Jedi matters, because Lucas is a jackass and he ruined his own fiction.
He did. It's so crazy that you would ruin your own stuff like that.
Well,
so
the thing is like, there's guys out there in the world that are really great idea guys. And then there's guys out there that are really good at writing and like creating in other people's sandboxes. And Empire Strikes Back is peak Star Wars. I don't care what anyone says. And that is because George Lucas hired a really good director and hired some really good writers.
Yeah.
And then when he thought, like, because Lucas was like, I kind of need help to do this, because he felt overwhelmed with the success of the first film. So he brought in a bunch of people. And then I think after the success of Empire Strikes Back, he was like, I can do this on my own, because I learned a lot. Like, he probably felt like he learned a lot from, what's his name that directed it and everything. I was like, I gotta take it back over. And it was all downhill after that, because he was not talented as a writer. He was only talented as an idea guy.
Like, yeah, great concepts.
I just like, I don't know, man. Like,
the writers.
I think he just believed his own hype, I guess. I don't know, man. I think also too, like, he wanted to outdo his buddy Lucas. I mean, Spielberg. I think he wanted to outdo his buddy Spielberg. I don't know, man. Like, just but at the end of the day, man, like, the thing about Lucas is that he was borrowing from better creators like Kurosawa and, like,
100%, and
John Ford
and Tolkien. And
the greatest crime against Star Wars was Disney throwing out the extended universe, Dark Horse comics, etc. Those were better and almost, yeah, dude. Like, one of the greatest things in the Star Wars canon or world of fiction is besides the novels, because the novels are actually really, really good and they tell the story much better than the Disney movies do. But my favorite thing in all of Star Wars, and I will say this, even Star Wars, the original 3 movies, the only one good, actually really good, being Empire Strikes Back. The best thing out of Star Wars is the Old Kingdom,
the Tauntauns,
1 and 2, Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic 1 was like, I want to see that movie, but I only want to see that movie done right. Because that story,
they're gonna make it a limited series. They're gonna make it a limited series, and they're gonna make her gay, and they're gonna make it suck.
No, dude. First off, Revan is a guy, because every great hero is a man, not a woman. That's just life, Women are for babies; they bring forth life. We could have really great female stories, like in the Bible, like Esther and stuff, but it always centers around guys end up making the right decision. Women are great supporting characters. That's just life. Deal with it. 2 tiers. Jesus was a man. Everything. It's a burden.
2 tiers.
2 tiers. 2 tiers. But so Revan's a guy. But Knights of the Old Republic, the first video game, hands down, needs to happen as a movie, but only if they're gonna do it good, man. And Hollywood is not in a position to do it good right now, because Hollywood is so messed up. Like, so messed up, dude. Revan is Sith? How dare you, sir? Snafu. Listen, mother.
Oh, certified stud muffin? I don't think so.
No, it's like, because that's the cool thing about Knights of the Old Republic is, like, you could go dark side. I remember, like I was playing this game like 15 years ago, and my dad's like, "What game is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Knights of the Old Republic." And he's like, "What you're playing as a like a dark Jedi?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm playing as Sith." And he's like, "They shouldn't allow you to play that as a video." It was like, let me tell you something. The Jedi are a-holes, because the Jedi are here's my take, though.
The
my hot
Jedi
take.
are the Democrats.
No, the Jedi are Republicans. The Democrats are the Sith. And it's all about going gray.
It sounds great.
You know what I'm talking about, guys? It's all about going gray.
Sounds great.
It's all about going gray.
Dude, short show. Short
show. Let's go.
Short show. Let's go. Guys, thank you so much for being here. This is the Salty and Savage Show. This is
hold on. Wait. What? Before.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. I mentioned that.
Speaking of, we gotta resurrect that top 5. By the way, we need to actually just redo that top 5.
Oh my god, it was so good though. It was. I mean, it doesn't need to be redone. I think it's pretty good.
No, I think we should redo it though. All right,
we're gonna get out of here, folks. Let's throw a little Salty and Savage theme song on, and peace out. We'll be back next Tuesday. We're trying. I don't know. We may change days. Don't know what's going on, because there's a lot of happening in the streamiverse.
But I might start doing the show without pants. So we'll see.
Without pants? As long as you don't do it without me, I'm fine. That's okay. Oh my god, it's fine. You don't have to wear pants. It's fine. All right. So thanks y'all. Gray Jedi are mag. I don't know. Sounds shady to me. Sounds pretty shady. All right, Salty and Savage, thank you so much. Our show is awesome. Come back and watch it again next week on Tuesday.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I mean, will we still need humans?
Not for most things.
They told you AI was just a tool, but what if it was a trap? Designed to addict, engineered to isolate, built to control. They want you in the pod, hooked to the machine. Your thoughts, dreams, and ideas harvested like crops until there's nothing left. But one man stands in their way. Ben Franklin. He is Silence Do-Good, a time travel agent on a mission to shatter their enslavement of humanity. The battle for your mind begins. Silence Do-Good Volume 1, Electric Dream.
Salty and savage.